Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May all the peace and the blessings be upon all of you, brothers and sisters and friends. I hope and pray that all of you are doing well and safe, and that you got used to staying at home and working from home. For those who believe that staying at home is bad, I'd like them to remember the story of the South African hero Nelson Mandela and his struggle against apartheid. He spent 27 years of his life in South African apartheid regime prison. And most of it was in solitary confinement. He was asked, how did he manage to spend these years alone? He said, with hope. So now let us keep our hope and faith strong during this time and hope that this pandemic will end very soon. However, I believe many of us, they got very used to staying at home and they will find it difficult to go back to normal working hours when life goes back to normal. Brothers and sisters, hardship brings opportunities. Hardship may cause positive changes. Let me share with you a couple of examples. Volcanoes, when they erupt, they bring a lot of destruction. They create fires, they make ashes, and bring death to humans and animals. However, they also bring a lot of good things. They bring rich soil, useful minerals, and they turn the land around them into a very rich agricultural land. They create islands, beautiful islands, and expand land for people to live on and make living out of that. The second inspiring story that I would like to share with you, how tragedy might cause a positive change. Any one of you remembers when did this global positioning system became available for the public to use it? Well, this in fact happened on the year 1983, when a military jet that belonged to the former Soviet Union Army shut down a Korean airline, passenger airline, and killed all the 296 passengers and a crew on board. This sad incident made President Reagan to make a decision and make this GPS available for the public to use and also to prevent further tragedies. So you see, a very sad incident caused a very positive change. Today, GPS is part of our life. It's available on our phones, on our cars, and even on some watches. They even say GPS might be able to fight, to be helpful in the fighting against coronavirus. We humans need to admit a couple of facts, brothers and sisters. One is that in most of the times, we wait for a tragedy to happen to make positive changes. And second is that we have been very unfair with Mother Earth. God has given us this beautiful earth with unlimited resources, amazing, and with rich resources. But what we have done with that? In fact, God says in the Quran, هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. It is He who has made this beautiful, rich earth with a lot of resources available for you to enjoy. So go around its regions and eat from the sustenance, the delicious sustenance that He created for you, for the return will be toward Him. God has given us this beautiful earth. In return, what humans have done with this earth. First, many has denied the role of God. They denied that this universe, this beautiful earth, was created by a supreme power, a very beautiful and intelligent and wise mind. Second, many of us, many humans, have abused the blessings of God and have wasted a lot of resources, polluted the resources around us, polluted the air, the water, the land, and even the outer space. They say in the outer space there is a lot of man-made debris and man-made trash. Many animals disappeared from the face of earth because of the greed of humans. That's unfortunately, another outcome of the human greed. Many businesses have made a lot of money out of selling weapons, and especially mass destruction weapons. And also many powers and nations waged war against others and killed many civilians and innocent people, including women and children. So indeed, we've been very unfair with Mother Earth and with those who are living on Mother Earth. This pandemic has not been discriminating against any nation or race or religion or ethnicity or even gender or age or social class. Even people of power, they got impacted by this. Therefore, we need to come together and fight against this disease as one team, and also pray and hope for the suffering of this pandemic to come up with a very positive change. I wish that the suffering of this pandemic will result in the following changes. First is that we care about our Mother Earth. We don't have to stay at home for Mother Earth to get healing or to breathe clean air or for the animals to be relieved. We need to care about Mother Earth so we reach a win-win situation, healing for all. Also, we need to care about other species, protect their habitats, protect rainforests, oceans, rivers, mountains, desert, and even protect the outer space. And finally, we need to be mindful of what we consume. Not any animal or a plant or anything produced is good for a human consumption. We need to stop this human greed. Unfortunately, every day 100 elephants are being killed in Africa for their ivory. Thousands of sharks are released back into oceans after their fins are being cut and left to die in the oceans because of a human greed. And there are hundreds of similar cases how human greed has destroyed our resources and have been unfair to our Mother Earth. If human selfishness and greed, politics and ignorance have not caused this pandemic to happen, they definitely contributed to the widespread of this pandemic and slowed down the process of finding remedy for it. So I'd like to pray, and pray with me, please, that this suffering of this pandemic would cause humans, especially our leaders, decision makers, big companies, tech companies, and big businesses to go back to their common sense and to be mindful of our Mother Earth and to think of the earth as one global family, including humans, animals, trees, water, air, and land. And that with that Also think about the future generation. Be mindful about them. This earth is not only for us, it's for also millions of a future generation. I pray that you stay safe until I see you next week. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.